Guys, what's going on? It is Ash here coming at you today in Raid Shadow Legends. Today we're going to be talking about a brand new kind of surprise that we got in the game today. We have a brand new epic champion. It's Ultimate Galek, and let me tell you, he's way better than regular Galek. He's a really solid champion. You guys can get him for free if you have Amazon Prime. In case you missed it in the news tab, I will show you here on the side. Link your Amazon Prime account and you can get a bunch of extra rewards. Actually, the rewards, if you or anybody in your family has Amazon Prime, definitely link it to your account because these rewards are pretty legit, starting with, again, Ultimate Galek. So obviously there are no guides out there right now on Ultimate Galek. This is literally a few hours after he was released, this video. So, you know, everything I say here is subject to change, but I want to talk about his abilities. I want to talk about how I built him out. I used every resource that I had saved up, and I'm literally exactly out of all my books now. I'm out of all my chickens, everything I was saving up just to max him out the very first day. Give him a try and let you guys know what I think. That way you guys can invest your resources in upgrading him if you'd like to as well. And let me tell you again, I think he's going to be worth it, guys. Let's take a look at his skills here. So Fury Slash, as you guys can see, you can book this up for extra damage. Attacks one enemy. All his abilities have an HP burn. What is HP burn? Let's talk about that before we go any further. HP burn. While the debuff is active at the start of the affected champion's turn, they and all their allies take damage equal to 3% of their respective max HP. There can only be one applied per round. So HP burn, think of it like poison. At the start of every turn, they're eating 3% of their max HP. But the thing is, okay, compared to poison, the downside of HP burn is it does not stack. You can stack a ton of poisons on your enemy and really do just insane amount of damage. The good thing about HP burn is that it spreads to all of the troops that you're attacking, right? So it doesn't stack, but it spreads. So even if you hit one character, one enemy, it will go ahead and HP burn will affect all of their allies as well. So that's why he's really going to be shining in spiders, in my opinion. That's going to be where we see a lot of Ultimate Galek. If you're looking to build a good spider team out, I would recommend considering investing in Ultimate Galek. Now, also, Clan Boss, because of the HP burn based off the max HP, is actually pretty solid. So I'm also going to try him in Clan Boss and Spiders, and that's where I see naturally his best fit being early on inside the game. So he pairs very well with any other champion that can give an increased attack buff onto him. However, he can do it himself too, so it's not mandatory. You just want to make sure you're using Crushing Hopes before his A1. We'll talk about that in a second. So fills his champion's turn meter by 10% if the attack is critical. And you want to make sure you have his crit rate 100% or as close to, so you're getting that 10% every time. So not too bad in terms of an A1 there, especially when you book it out. Some serious damage here, right? Plus 20%. Moving on to A2, Crushing Hopes, right? You can book this for a 3-turn cooldown, and there's a lot to read here. So attacks one enemy, 50% chance of placing an HP burn debuff on the target for 2 turns if this champion is under an increased attack buff. Now also, decreases the target's turn meter by 25% and places a 50% increased attack buff on this champion for 2 rounds if this attack is critical. So essentially, as long as the attack is critical, again, making sure you have 100% crit rate on this champion, you will go ahead and make sure you're getting that HP burn debuff on the target for 2 turns as well. Okay, damage based on attack, decrease the target's turn meter by 10% if the attack is not critical, but again, it's going to be critical, right, guys? And then his A3, Burning Rage. Burning Rage, 4-turn cooldown. You can book it for 2 less cooldown, which is really actually pretty solid. So 4-turn cooldown on this ability, which is his money shot. Attacks all enemies AoE 2 times. Each hit has a 50% chance of placing an HP burn debuff on the target for 2 turns if this champion is under an increased attack buff. So using his A2, then his A3 would be really, really solid. Don't need to tell you guys that. You get a 75% chance of landing the HP burn on all of those shots because it's hitting them 2 times, right? 50% each time. Also, if target is Each hit also has a 75% chance of decreasing the turn meter by 20% if the target is under HP burn debuff. So just all this HP burn, all this turn meter manipulation, I think he's going to be really good. Also, a passive, 3-turn when booked, fully heals this champion and instantly removes any stun debuffs whenever an enemy places a stun debuff on this champion. Really good passive, really solid passive, fully heals and removes a stun whenever that stun is cast with 3 turns in between. That's really, really solid for a passive. I really like Ultimate Galek. I think he's a very interesting champion. Happy to see him kind of for free if you have Amazon Prime. Now, I built him out in a lifesteal set because that's kind of what I had on me. I'm focusing on attack percentage on the chest. I went with a crit rate because, again, crit rate is going to be very crucial for him. Want to get it over 100%, which we do. So I have that on the gauntlets, and I have the boots. I have speed boots on him with some crit damage on there as well, and accuracy is also going to be important. So I sacrificed a set bonus here just so I could make sure I had the stats that I needed, attack percentage and speed on my boots with as much accuracy as I could find anywhere else. I have accuracy on a lot of these pieces, as you guys can see, making sure I'm landing all of those HP burns. So I have his total stats, not too bad. HP kind of squishy. His attack is pretty solid. His speed is really solid, 149. Crit rate 103, right where we want it. 168 crit damage. I actually really like kind of how I built him, especially considering I upgraded maybe 3 or 4 pieces of gear, and the rest I kind of borrowed from other champions that I already had, namely Kale. So I'm actually really happy. You obviously really want to go crit damage on the amulet, and I went attack on the ring, and accuracy, huge that I had this banner. 64 accuracy on the banner really helps a ton. I use whatever glyphs I happen to have, nothing too special. So that's how I built him. And then masteries, I went for the War Master mastery on Ultimate Galek, and then on the support tree, I also getting kill streak, and then on the support, I just wanted to get that accuracy even higher. That was kind of my first priority, and then I went down from Arcane Celerity, excuse me, and then Lore of Steel, get that extra bonus from all of my lifesteal gear, and then Sniper increases the chance of placing a debuff from skills or artifacts by 5%. Really happy with kind of the way I built him out. Subject to change, of course, but again, there's no guides out there. Kind of ballparked it based on how I want to use him. So let's go ahead and try him out, guys, and see how he does. So I'm going to try him just to see what he looks like. Let's go ahead and try him in campaign, and then I really want to try him on clan boss. And so let's go ahead and put him in here. I'll put him alongside Biggin and kind of just see how he does, what it looks like. You know, I've never even used him yet, believe it or not. I've just been upgrading him all morning. So let's see what he looks like, see how he kind of acts, see what he's hitting for, and then you can see that's his AoE attack right there. He landed his HP burn on 3 targets there, so pretty solid. And this is basically end game. This is Nightmare mode, second to last level. And you guys can see, like, they're a pretty good team together. We're going to go ahead and land those HP burns. Everything's like, yeah, I feel like he's just solid. He's actually getting hit for quite a bit here, though. I have no support, obviously, on this team. But the turn meter boost, I think we're going to get through this just fine. So what I'm going to do, guys, after we clear the 3rd wave of minions here is, again, I'm going to attack the clan boss. I'll probably cut out in between. Then I'm going to attack the spider. We're just going to give him a try, since I'm assuming he's really new to you guys as well. He actually just fell there on the 3rd wave, but Biggin will finish things off there. So let's see how much damage he did. 250. He's not going to be a huge DPS guy on campaign farming, obviously. He's going to be more those sustained battles. Again, clan boss, maybe even like dragons, but probably spider. So let's go ahead and start with clan boss, and we will see how we do here, guys. I'm going to go after clan boss. We'll just go brutal. And let's build a team, claim these rewards, and okay, so I'm gonna put him in for Prince Kaimar, and let's go ahead and see what he's kind of like. We'll just kind of digest how he is for the first few minutes here, and then After that, I'll probably cut, and then I'll bring it back. So we're getting the debuffs on. That's landing. He's going to have a ton of poison, right? And he's also going to have HP burn. So it's actually going to be like, we're going to be stacking quite a bit between the poison and the HP burn onto the clan boss. I actually feel really good about this comp. I don't know. I don't want to get too far ahead of myself. So you can see, look at all these debuffs already on him. Just weaken, HP burn, and a ton of poison. So definitely solid. I'm really curious to see where we end up with this comp. So I'll be right back, guys, and let you know. All right, guys. So it wasn't that successful, but it was brutal. So I think that, okay, lesson learned here, right? My match was only 3 minutes and 40 seconds. Need to be like above that 5-minute mark. So I just needed more sustainability in this comp. So don't blame Ultimate Galek. Blame the comp. I thought the lifesteal gear would be enough to keep him alive, or to keep everybody alive. But as you can see, he did pretty well, right? He had more damage than Nethril, who is obviously a legendary. So I'm really happy with that very first performance. 2.4 million damage. And yeah, I'm really happy with how he did. And I just need to build a better comp around him. But I'm really, that's a very good sign, in my opinion. I can definitely replace, this is not even though Turtle did a ton of damage, it's not a great comp for him because nobody's even buffing him. So maybe I'll just make an HP burn kind of poison team. Anyway, let's go ahead and try him out on spiders, and I'll show you kind of the rest of the team alongside him that I'll be using, and then I'll do just like I did there and kind of cut to the end. Let's just go spiders. Well, let's go all the way down. Let's see if we can clear spider 17 with him. And what I want to do is use, as you can see, I don't have a great spider team built out. So I'm just going to put him in for Madam Ceres. And we'll see kind of how he does here. So we have Cold Heart. I could also put in, let's just try this comp and kind of see how we do here, guys. Be right back. All right, guys, so we cleared it in 3:34:17. Obviously, that's the first time I even beat Dragon's Den 17. Again, I haven't really spent a lot of time on Dragon's Den. Anytime I want to farm it, I just farm, like, you know, Dragon's whatever it is, that, or rather Spider's Den, whatever it is that you can get these 6-star artifacts. So yeah, I think he did really well there. It's tough to say just based on the sheer damage, because obviously Bacon with 5 million based on his AoE is going to stand out there. And he actually died. He was the only champion who actually died in this comp. It's because I wasn't landing, and I wasn't landing enough of it HP burns on the spider herself. I had to kind of click off of auto and go manual, make sure I was getting the attack rate up first. That's why I think, again, he would pair so much better, especially on spiders, with a team that's kind of made around him, right, to make sure he's getting that increased attack. But all in all, guys, I think the Ultimate Galek is a really, really solid champion. Congratulations if you've been able to unlock him. I don't think he's exclusive to Amazon Prime, so fear not if you don't have Amazon Prime. He should still be unlockable, I believe, after this event. Don't quote me on that, but I thought I saw that on Reddit or something. Anyway, guys, I hope you enjoyed this video, getting it to you guys like really soon after it was released. If you have any feedback, anything that you disagree with that I presented, please let me know in the comments below. Love to kind of chat about Ultimate Galek with you guys in the comments, and appreciate you guys watching until the very end. As always, make sure you go ahead and subscribe if you're enjoying the Raid Shadow Legends content. Thank you for watching, and as always, take care, guys.